We're going to start the season off with a big bang. Today, I'm going to take Jason out kayak fishing and show him how to catch some fish. But then, we're going to pull the curtain back a little bit, and we're going to see how to put on one of the largest on-the-water pyrotechnic shows right here in Oakland County, Michigan. Welcome to the Basquatch Hunter, fish out of water.
Fish on!
We share our love for fishing with our guests, and then we show off what they do, making us both a fish out of water. A Basquatch isn't just a big fish. It's an elusive adventure you have yet to take. In this show, we all chased our dreams, but now we will chase our Basquatch.
You're watching the Basquatch Hunter, fish out of water.
Hey guys, it's Mike McKinstry, host of the Basquatch Hunter Fish Out of Water.
Jason Trudeau, owner of GenX Pyrotechnics. Pyrotechnics, my definition, would be the dispersion and setup of any kind of explosives, basically known as fireworks.
Now, Jason's not new to fishing. He's done this quite a bit, but he's never fished out of kayaks like this or with gear like this. So I brought all the kayaks you're gonna need, all the gear you're gonna need, and it should be a lot of fun. Looks like you brought a lot of your own stuff too.
I did. I brought my fishing partner, my son Gavin, and then I had to bring my good luck charm master angler wife behind me here.
So it looks like you got everything you need, and I got everything I need. You guys have a family business, you work together. Now we're gonna go fish together and have some fun. So stay tuned, guys. We're gonna get some fish in the boats. When I first started doing this career, my main goal was just to show people how cool kayak fishing was. But then it quickly evolved into me showing other people's passions and what they've done to chase their dreams. When people watch this show, you can't help but be excited and feel that passion that me and my guests both share. Even if they fished before, most of them have never been in a kayak. So it's their first adventure, their first reaction is all caught on camera. We started fishing on the shore because this area looks super fishy, and of course we caught some amazing fish. There we go. We didn't even launch our kayaks yet, and we're already catching fish off the shore, so it's definitely gonna be a good day today.
I got a fish!
Here, let's tighten that drag up.
Don't pull it too hard in those lily pads.
The master angler herself got our first bass of the day. It's a beautiful fish.
Thank you.
Maybe we should bring his wife out fishing with us. Dude, that is a monster. Look at that Basquatch. Dude.
Did you see him?
The size of this fish. This right here is a certified Basquatch, guys. This is exactly why we love fishing so much.
Brought in a big bass, like 4.5 pounds. Real happy.
This right here is what it's all about. That is a certified Basquatch. That's a monster.
You learned all my tips.
I can't even get us in frame.
Bye, buddy.
All right, we need to get in the kayaks now. The fish are biting.
Getting in the kayak, Mike's running me through how to operate this kayak. Never been in one before with the pedals.
Jason's a pretty big guy, especially compared to me. So we put him in a 10-foot kayak, and he looked at me a little bit weird at first because it was a small kayak. Once he got in it, he realized how much room there was, how stable it was, how comfortable it was, and how many fish you can catch in a kayak. We got Jason and his son out here, and I really think today is gonna turn out to a really good day. This right here is the new Berkeley Swamp Lord. It's a brand new bait. It's not even out yet, but I've never thrown it. This is the first time the bait's hitting the water, so let's see if it gets a fish.
Fish on, baby.
There you go, Jason. Looks good. Is it a bass or a pike?
Oh, I think it's a bass. Fish hit the lure. It's a topwater lure, so it's very exciting because you could see the fish come out of the water to hit it. He hit it hard, went underwater, went under the lily pads. I pulled him out of there, fish in the boat. Nice bass, topwater hit.
Jason's fished before, so I didn't expect him to be excited about a fish, but when he got his first kayak fish, he lit up and he was definitely excited. My first fish of the day was not a bass squatch, but it was a really nice pike. Look at that pike right there. Beautiful fish. And more importantly, look at the teeth. Look at the mouth on that thing. Crazy. Unfortunately, a part of filming outside, sometimes we get caught in the rain. But we're gonna go under a bridge here for some cover. Let's let this rain pass real quick, we'll get some more fish. A lot of times when it rains, it washes off everything from the land into the water and it gets the fish in a little bit of a frenzy. We're hoping to capitalize on that today and get some really good fish. All right, here we go. Got a nice little bass right here. Nothing crazy, but you know what? The little ones are fun too. Right there on that Berkeley slobber knocker, look at that. So when it's raining out like this, I don't like using top water because there's already a lot of noise on top of the water. So I threw this one down about a foot down. Got a nice little bass, not bad. All right, so today's been a lot of storms, a lot of rain. We've had to get cover a few times even because the rain picked up, but now the sun's coming out. It's gonna make that surface temp even warmer, and hopefully the fish behave and we can get some good fish in the kayaks. We're gonna be ranging from topwater baits to just below the surface baits. We're fishing an average of 3 to 6 foot of water. It's about 79-degree water temps too, and it's dark, murky water. So we're gonna be throwing as many baits as we can out there in that short part of the water column, that 3-foot area, and hopefully we're gonna get these fish to bite. Jason brought his ringer over here, Gavin, his son out here, and he's catching these monster fish, so we gotta try to catch up here and get some fish. What do you think, Jason?
Sorry, I gave him all my mojo when he was born, so I don't feel bad about that. Yeah.
You taught him too well.
I did. Under my tutelage, he has blossomed.
I'm starting to think that his son is gonna outfish us today.
That's okay because I passed on all my mojo to him anyway, and I want him to succeed in life, so my job's done here. I have 3 passions, my family, fireworks, and fishing, but I think fishing's the most relaxing and stress-free out of all of them. It's nothing like being on the lake, especially in the morning when it's just calm and there's no boats out yet. Have a nice stress-free time. Unless you're not catching any fish, then it gets stressful again.
The wind picked up a little bit. The sun's coming in and out, so I want to come to this side of the lake where the wind's blowing against all this cover, and we're going to go up to the furthest point against the wind and let the wind just blow us along the shoreline right here. We're going to be fishing about 6 to 7 foot of water with about a smooth bottom, so I'm going to fish right along these edges of these lily pads and the reeds, throw this Berkeley slobber knocker in there, and we're going to see if we can pull out some fish. Oh, it's a fighter. Yes, look at that. First cast over here in these pads. You know what, that's what I was telling you. When this wind's blowing against these pads like this, it pushes those fish right against there. And that Berkeley slobber knocker, just a home run bait for moving water. Look at that, beautiful largemouth bass. Yes. As soon as that bait hit the water, boom, that fish hit so hard.
I'm gonna switch baits. Been using some top water. Let's get a little windy out.
I put my crate in my kayak backwards so it's opening towards me instead of away from me. But luckily I'm in a big stable kayak so I can just kind of reach over and reach everything this way. But I'm getting a Berkeley slobber knocker for Jason to try out. This is one of my favorite colors right here. It gives a good bluegill look. I'm also using some of these electric shad power stingers for a trailer, so it should be a lot of fun. I was getting ready to give up, and I was feeling like I wasn't gonna get my big fish, but then, oh my God, dude, this is a monster. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at the size of that bass. Boom, there it was, the big bass squatch of the day, and man, what a fight. Oh my gosh, yes. Look at that giant. Oh my gosh. Look at the size of that bass. Oh my gosh. Look at the size of this. Look at that. This slobber knocker right in the corner of his mouth. Look at the size of this fish. That is a certified bass squatch right here. There's nothing that tops the adrenaline rush of catching a bass like this. As soon as I casted, that fish grabbed my lure. I think I held my breath the entire time I fought it until I landed it. And man, what a fight that was. Look at this, right at my chest. It's as wide as I am. This thing is fat. What a fish.
Keep your lines in the water. We'll be right back with more fishing. The Basquatch Hunter Fish Out of Water is brought to you by AmeriGas Propane, Yak Attack, DMF Bait Co., FX Custom Rods, Feel Free Kayaks, Zotford and Deals in the D.com, Berkeley Fishing, Abu Garcia. Produced by Basquatch Productions.
So after fishing, I'm taking Mike and the crew over to Cass Lake, where we're gonna have the biggest show in Oakland County.
So being on the water isn't new to you at all.
No.
It's not different from what you do every day, but how does it compare as far as like the speed and the intensity of it?
Well, doing fireworks, the stress level and the intensity and the adrenaline rush, it's all there. And then when the crowd cheers at the end, it's, you feel like a
all
rock
the boat
star.
horns go off.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. But you know what? We do take a pole to every show.
Just in case?
Just in case.
It's got to be nice that you get to work with your family. As your family gets older and everything, you can have something they can grow into. But you also get to enjoy things like this with your family, to go fishing.
Yeah, my son works for me and my wife, she does her part too. And like I said earlier, all my employees, I feel like they're family. So when somebody asks me who is that, I say that, they're family. They're not really just an employee.
After this, we're gonna go into your world and you're gonna show me how pyrotechnics work and how the fireworks work and everything. How do you think I'm gonna do in your world?
Well, I think you'll do just fine. When it comes to fireworks, you really got to respect fireworks because they are so volatile and anything can happen. And once you respect them and learn all the safety aspects, then you can really, really do good with them because they're not something you want to play around with and take for granted, for sure.
So in fishing, there's a lot of dangers. You have fish hooks, you have fish, there's things that can hurt you. You could fall in the water. At worst, you're getting poked by a fish hook or you're getting wet. In his world, in pyrotechnics, you can blow up. So it's a lot more dangerous, there's a lot more at risk, and I'm really nervous / excited to go see what it's like to be in his world for a day. I got a gut feeling that there's a fish sitting right over here. The way that the wind is blowing the water across it, there's lily pads right next to it, structure, perfect recipe for fish. Fish on. Big fish. Big fish. I didn't mean to cast right there. That's a big fish. Ah, yes. I'm trying to let Jason catch more fish here, but when you see a spot that looks really fishy like that, it's really hard to not want to cast and catch beautiful fish just like this. It's like my 4th or 5th monster bass today. The adrenaline never goes away, I'm telling you. That fish was incredible. It hit so hard, beautiful fighting fish. Fishing's always fun.
Heading in, trying to land a couple more, had a couple good strikes. Couldn't pull them in the boat, but we're gonna keep trying and see what we can get on the way in. Maybe a snapping turtle even, I don't know.
I just freaked out, dude. I thought he was gonna come up my boat. I was like, I'm dead. I'm dead. That's it. This is how I'm gonna go. Yeah, there was a snapping turtle, Jason, and it tried to attack me. It came out of the water and it hissed at me. It scared the heck out of me, and then it swam away and went on its way. So yeah, there was a turtle there. Did you have a good time?
Oh, I had a great time.
Thank you so much for coming out.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Well, you caught some fish. You get to see what it was like to be in the fishing kayak.
Loved it.
You like it?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. So after this, now we had fun in my world fishing. What are we doing in your world next?
Well, we're gonna be on the water, but we're gonna do something a little bit different. You're gonna be lighting off explosives in the middle of the lake at night. So
Pretty different than what we just did.
Exactly.
But I'm really excited about it. So stay tuned, guys, because it sounds like we're gonna go back in the water with a bang after this. So stay tuned for more fun. Definitely a good day when you have bass thumb and bass hand. The bass's teeth are like Velcro and it tears up your hand, but that's how you know you had a successful day on the water. I had a great time fishing with Jason. He's got a lot of experience fishing. I have zero experience when it comes to fireworks. So pulling up and seeing these huge barges, it's definitely intimidating.
We're setting up the barges right now for the big show tonight. We're gonna show Mike that fireworks is a bigger adrenaline rush than fishing. For here, we have 3 barge shows. So this is barge 1, that's barge 2, this will be barge 3. So all the shells are matched because when we fire the show, they're going off in sequence.
And it looks like there's over like 1,000 shells here.
Oh, there's more than that. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Some of the cakes we use are like 100 shots per cake. So, you know, you add that up and there's a lot of product here.
We've all seen fireworks shows, and seeing the after of all the work is really cool and rewarding, but seeing the before, all the prep work, it's pretty crazy what goes into it. These guys work 12-hour days, sometimes more, just setting up for these 25-minute fireworks shows. All right, so this right here is an example. This is one of the 4-inch mortars, and this is what Josh right here is loading up right now, going through. And there's, how many of these do you think there are on this boat?
Way too many to count. There's a few hundred of them.
A few hundred 4-inch that he's loading, plus there's 5-inch, there's 6-inch, there's 8-inch. There's a bunch of these. Back here, we have 8-inch ones, and these things almost as tall as me. I can't imagine the sound and the percussion. Look at this thing. The sound and the percussion these things have to have up close. There's a reason why you gotta be far away when you do big fireworks like this, but I cannot wait to hear these ones later. You know, in fishing, we have a lot of tackle, we have a lot of fishing rods, a lot of equipment, but the gear and the equipment these guys use, oh my gosh. So I'm here with Josh right now, and you've been doing this for what, 17 years you said?
Yeah, right about that.
He's a master wirer here, so he's gonna show me how this stuff works and how the ignition box works and kind of the whole thing.
So this is our firing module from Fire One. We take each one of these wires and we hook it up to this. It's a 2-wire. So all we do is just pull it out, open it up, and then put it in. And that's all it is.
This controls the modules, okay? So let's say this, what module number is that?
2.
2. So if I'm doing it manually, I press number 2, and then all these are gonna light up. So if I'm on mod 2, then I say, okay, we wanna shoot number 9. And I go mod 2, 9, fire, and then fire. When you're doing multiple barges like this, we wanna make sure that you pay attention because each wire has to be in its right spot on each barge, else the shells won't match up. And we want all the shells to match on each barge.
A lot of wiring to do still.
Oh, tons of it.
All right, I'm gonna help out. I'm taking some empty boxes. These are not full, these are empty, or I'm just really strong, one of the two.
Legally, Mike couldn't really touch any explosives today, but we made him our designated box boy for today. You're hired.
Yes.
He might be a future pyrotechnician for us one day.
The guys have all the barges loaded, the sun's going down, there's hundreds of boats behind us, all heading out to the lake. We're gonna go jump on the boat now, head out and watch these amazing fireworks. Let's go, guys.
Heading out today, my guys did an awesome job setting this show up. Really confident it's gonna be an awesome show tonight.
We're out here on the water now. There's hundreds of boats out here, lots of energy. This is incredible. I cannot wait for the show. There's lots of anticipation here. Now there's flashing lights way off in the distance. There's red flashing lights. Those are the barges. So we make sure we're really far away so we can see the entire show, but hopefully we can capture this for you guys, and I cannot wait to see those big 8-inch mortars go off. I feel so important. They called us and asked us when we were ready for the fireworks show to start. So all these boats here, I had no idea, but we were the ones calling the shots.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you're ready. You ready?
Yep. Are you guys ready for the countdown? Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Boom, look at that. Ooh! With a 3-barge show like this, it lights up the entire lake every time a firework goes off. These 8-inch shells were huge. The percussion was amazing. They were beautiful. Everything we hoped for. The fireworks show was incredible. I think this one was even more special than any fireworks show I've seen because we got to be part of the entire process from start to finish. We got to see all the prep work and all the hard work and dedication and the safety precautions that went into it. And then we got to see the final result, and it was definitely worth it. Huge thank you to the guys at GenX Pyrotechnics. They showed us how the safety works, how the precautions work, but also how to have a great time and put on one heck of a fireworks show. If you're looking for a professional fireworks show in your area, make sure you look up GenX Pyrotechnics, and they will do an amazing job.
Don't miss the Basquatch Hunter, Fish Out of Water, on the Discovery Channel, the Pursuit Channel, and online everywhere. BasquatchHunter.com.